You know, Nigerians love to watch big boys flexing on Instagram with cars, designer clothes, and plenty of money. Well, some of these guys were not doing real business. They were Yahoo boys. And today we are going to talk about how they got caught. Grab your popcorn because this gist is spicy.
Let's have it.
One, Obinwane Okeke. Remember that guy who was posting Lamborghinis and private jets on Instagram in 2017? His name is Obinwane Okeke, but people called him Invictus Obi. This man was flexing so hard that even Forbes magazine called him a billionaire under 30 years old.
It's good.
Nigerians were praising him like he was the second coming of Dangote, saying, "This is what hard work looks like." But guess what? The whole thing was 419. Invictus Obi was not running a real business. He was scamming Americans and stealing their money through email fraud. He stole $11 million.
That is good.
That's the kind of money that can buy Alaba market twice. The American FBI was watching him like a Nigerian mother watching her pot of jollof rice for 13 whole months. Then in 2019, they finally arrested him. Where is he now? He's sitting in American prison, serving 10 years. No more champagne, no more private jets. Just prison food and orange uniform. The guy went from Forbes 30 under 30 to prison 10 in 10. I'd be like, say, level don't change. 2. Samuel and Samson Ogoshi. These two brothers from Lagos were posting about cryptocurrency on Instagram like they were making millions. Students at University of Lagos were looking at them with jealous eyes, wondering how these guys were making so much money while they were still struggling with school fees.
Involve me now.
But my friend, let me tell you what they were really doing. Samuel and Samson were doing something very evil called sextortion. They were tricking young American teenagers online, collecting their private pictures, and then threatening to expose them unless they paid money. One 17-year-old boy named John D was so ashamed that he killed himself. Can you imagine how wicked that is? Chai. The FBI traced everything back to these brothers in Lagos. EFCC swooped in like officials during disconnection time in May 2023.
Why are you running?
And by August 2024, they were on a plane to America to face trial. Now they might spend the rest of their lives in prison. All that crypto flex on Instagram was not worth it. From crypto kings to prison things. 3. Sapphire Egemasi. This lady called Sapphire was only 25 years old, but she was living large. She was posting pictures with the expensive laptops, drinking fancy coffee in Lekki, in ones where ordinary water costs 2,000 naira, and calling herself a tech expert. Many Nigerian girls wanted to be like her because she looked successful. But Sapphire was not a real tech person. She was a scammer. Her special skill was building fake websites that looked so real that even bank workers would believe them and say, page legit.
I never expected it.
Used these fake websites to steal millions of dollars from American companies. The funny part is that she got her start on a MasterCard scholarship in Ghana. Instead of learning how to build helpful technology, she learned how to scam people.
I want to live soft life, no stress.
The FBI caught her in New York in April 2025. Now, instead of sipping coffee in fancy cafes, she's drinking tap water in prison. From Texas to prison miss. 4. Kingsley Adono. Kingsley Adono was a fine boy from Imo State who loved taking pictures in designer suites next to expensive cars. He told everyone that he was an MTN partner and that if you invest money with his company, MTN would pay you back with huge profits.
You're a bad guy.
People were rushing to invest like they were rushing for free food at an Owambe party. This was a big fat lie. Kingsley was running a Ponzi scheme and he stole 10 billion naira from innocent Nigerians. That is enough money to buy a whole neighborhood plus generator for everybody. People gave him their life savings because they trusted him. He was using their money to buy cars and live like a king while they were waiting for profits that would never come. A joke.
My future, my hope, my story, my
EFCC finally arrested him in September 2024. Now he is in prison counting the years of his sentence instead of counting money. All those designer suits could not save him from handcuffs. The downgrade was louder than a bucket falling at midnight. 5. Michael is Jazam. Michael is liked to call himself Jazam on social media. He was posting motivational quotes every day like, "Discipline brings and hard work pays." He had 60,000 followers on Telegram who believed he was a cryptocurrency genius. This guy was sounding like a prosperity pastor safe. Jazam started a company called Africa Arbitrage System and convinced 50,000 Nigerians to invest their money with him. People gave him $554,000 and 590 million naira. He was buying Rolex watches, building mansions with swimming pools, and driving the most expensive cars you can imagine. Then one day, Jazam announced that the system had crashed. What does that mean? It means everybody's money disappeared like NEPA lights at night. People were crying, some marriages ended, and many people became depressed. EFCC arrested him and took away all his cars and money. Now he is in prison, and the only thing he is managing is his prison food portions. All that motivational grammar could not save him. 6. Uchenna David. Uchenna David was in Abuja like a king. At 34 years old, he had mansions, expensive cars, and a beautiful wife. He was posting on Instagram every day telling people hard work pays and Nigerian youth are too lazy. Meanwhile, Nigerian youth are hustling from 5 a.m. just to survive. But this man was not working hard at all. Between 2016 and 2019, he was running romance scams. He tricked 5 American women into falling in love with him online, and they sent him $2.5 million. He even convinced one old grandmother in Boston to help him collect money.
I go drop your dollar. I go take your money, disappear.
That grandmother became like his personal Jazam without even knowing it. The wickedness. 5 years later, when he was traveling from the UK to America, the FBI was waiting for him at the airport in Texas like they had appointment. They arrested him immediately. Now he is facing 40 years in American prison. His Instagram account is silent now. No more motivational posts about hard work from real estate king to real prison thing. 7. Precious Williams. Precious Williams was a big woman in Port Harcourt who owned 2 companies. She had designer bags, many cars that moved like presidential convoy, complete with siren, and she went on vacations to places that looked like movie locations. People thought she was a smart businesswoman who knew how to invest money properly. EFCC discovered that Precious was a big-time fraudster. She stole 13.8 billion naira. That's enough money to give every Nigerian family generator and fuel for 1 year. Between August 2019 and February 2020, she helped to launder 10 billion naira from a Ponzi scheme. That is a crazy amount of money. Now, EFCC has arrested her and all her companies are closed down. The woman who was acting like boss lady is now known as fraud lady. Her expensive lifestyle could not save her from the law. It be like film? 8. Ugo Joseph, Ugo Meruku. Ugo Joseph owned an oil and gas company in Warri. He would drive around in big convoys that made him look like a governor visiting his village. He wore expensive perfume that you could smell from 3 streets away, and people respected him as a successful businessman.
That's what I do for you.
But everything was wash. Ugo was a master at creating fake documents. He would forge contract papers that looked so real that banks would give him loans worth hundreds of millions of naira without asking questions. His last scam was 750 million naira before EFCC caught him like thief in market. Now, instead of enjoying his oil and gas profits, he is in prison calculating how many years he will spend there. All that respect he had in Warri is gone forever. From big man to small cell. 9. Ramon Abbas Hushpuppi. This is the most famous one. Ramon Abbas, better known as Hushpuppi, was the king of Instagram flexing. This guy was living in Dubai in a hotel that costs more money per night than most Nigerians earn in 1 year. He had Gucci pajamas. Yes, pajamas for sleeping. Louis Vuitton bathroom slippers, and a garage full of Lamborghinis, Ferraris, and Rolls Royces. The garage alone looked like Fast and Furious audition. Young Nigerians called him a role model. They wanted to be like him. But Hushpuppi was a serious fraudster. He was stealing money from banks and companies all over the world. He even tried to steal $124 million from an English football club. In June 2020, the police in Dubai raided his apartment and found suitcases full of cash, 13 expensive cars, and evidence that he had 800,000 victims. The FBI took him to America, and now he is serving 11 years in prison. His release date is August 6th, 2029. No more private jets, no more designer clothes, just prison uniform and prison food. Apen, we say all that Gucci couldn't save him. 10. Olalekan Ponle, Woodbury. Olalekan Ponle called himself Woodbury, and he was Hushpuppi's best friend and partner in crime. In less than 1 year, these two guys scammed 7 companies and stole $8 million. Woodbury was posting Rolls Royces, Lamborghinis, and expensive watches on Instagram while writing captions about faith and prayer. The audacity. When the Dubai police arrested Hushpuppi, they arrested Woodbury too. It was like catching 2 big fishes with one net. The American court took away all his cars, all his watches, everything. They sentenced him to 100 months in prison. When Woodbury finally comes back to Nigeria, he will have nothing. No cars, no money, not even bicycle safe. He will just walk home with empty hands and plenty regrets. All that flex for nothing. 11. Ismaila Mustafa, Mompha. Ismaila Mustafa, who everybody calls Mompha, was the Instagram king. His page looked like a car showroom mixed with a private jet terminal mixed with a Rolex store. He called himself a currency trader and posted pictures of his luxurious life every single day. Nigerians were more interested in his photos than NEPA updates about light. But Mompha was laundering 6 billion naira. The EFCC, working together with the FBI, those people know the Joko, discovered that his company was running cybercrime operations. In 2022, they charged him with laundering $82 million. After watching his friend Hushpuppi go to American prison, Mompha stopped posting on Instagram. His last post was in January 2025. Now he is standing trial in court. The Instagram king ran out of likes, ran out of followers, and ran out of luck. From currency king to courtroom thing. As you can see, these guys chose the shortcut, and the shortcut led them straight to prison. If they had used their sharp brains to do real business, they would be free and successful today. All of them are now wearing the same orange uniform in prison. No designer, no shakara, nothing.